Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tabletop Bob. My name is Bob. I'll be your Dungeon Master for tonight. This is The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Episode tracker 27. Seems to be continually climbing after every week. It's amazing how numbers do that. We have our Witchlight crew back, and Andrew playing Amador. We're going to do some introductions in just a moment, but I want to catch up with everybody. It's been 2 weeks since we played last, and well, look at this. The seasons have changed. We started this game, I think our episode 0 was almost 1 year ago to this week. Can you believe that?
That's crazy.
It is. It's hard to believe. Also hard to believe is that we are only 27 episodes in a year. But we had a lot of interruptions. This was the taking over for Icewind Dale. So those pesky Icewind Dale people kind of messed up the first couple of months. We couldn't play regularly until like January. But yeah, we're here. Episode 27. We're in Yon. I think it's fall. It's very appropriate for this setting because it's all about the Feywild, the carnivals, the end of summer. Summer's gone. Pumpkin spice is back. Everyone, this morning I wore sweatpants for the first time.
Bob, I don't know what you're talking about. Summer is gone. It's still 104 degrees here, so still summer.
Dasha is
still
obviously
fully summer.
She's streaming from the surface of the sun.
Yes.
Also known as California.
Mm-hmm.
So
what's not in Florida?
Not Florida, no.
Yes, not Florida. Stay safe, people in Florida.
Yes.
Stay
Hurricane
safe.
Ian's messing everything up for people there. What's it like? So you said 104.
It's gone down now, but it was 104 today in the afternoon. My classroom got pretty warm, toasty. It's 91 right now, so it's chilly now compared to how it was before.
Put on a coat, for crying out loud.
I know.
You don't want to get sick, Dasha. It's going to get chilly in the fall, the autumn air. Pumpkin spice, like it says back. I have, as everybody knows, I drink coffee usually when we play. I've got the pumpkin spice Starbucks variety here in my
that's
cup
lovely.
tonight. Yeah, I'm not a big Starbucks guy. You know what I mean? Like I don't necessarily. It's not even about the coffee. Sometimes I consider myself to be a Dunkin' Donuts type of person. What about all your what's your go-to warm fall beverage? We're gonna start with someone that I usually don't call on. Dasha, we'll start with you.
Warm fall beverage, I really like just a nice cup of like Earl Grey tea.
It would be. Yeah.
Maybe with some milk and sugar, but considering it's still really hot and I am in California, I have to mention the traditional California cuisine of boba, which I drink on at least a weekly basis. So yeah, that's a nice cold drink.
Big fan of
boba. Hot boba sounds terrible.
Yeah, it exists. Hot boba is a thing. I just don't drink it.
Is it
boba.
really? I don't think I've ever heard of it.
You can get hot boba. I make my own now, though. There's a really good market near me that sells the little boba pearls, so I've stopped giving boba shops all my money and started giving all my money to the market so I can make more boba for less money. So it's easy. It's actually really easy.
Economical. I love it. And
yeah.
Josh,
I'll put the recipe in the description below. Siggy, my character, is she would be a big fan of boba. She's a fairy rogue who loves snacks. She loves sweets, so she would be all over this. I think she's probably feeling a mixture of things right now at this point in the campaign because she's continuously been told that her twin brother, who has been lost for 8 years, who she's been looking for, is here with Endelyn. And now she's found out right before going on stage that he's not here. He's moved on somewhere. So I think she still maybe has some hope that they were wrong, but ultimately I think she's feeling a little bit hopeless because, it was all leading up to this moment and now he's not here. She also messed up on stage, so I'm sure she's feeling a little bit embarrassed, but ready to move on and meet this hag.
Fair enough. I think it's been a wild goose chase for Rowan, but
it really has.
You're here now, and you've heard from people that he's not here, but now you can hear it straight from the horse's mouth. So
exactly.
We'll see. Mike, what's your go-to warm beverage?
Well, I am a basic white bitch, so I really like pumpkin spice lattes. Um, yeah, I've fallen for that propaganda hard. I've been drinking that shit for years.
I like it too. Who doesn't like pumpkin? It's delicious. Delicious. And who are you playing tonight?
I am playing Professor Oscar Tennant, um, who helped put on a spectacle last session. What a performance! Um, and I mean, honestly, he still has the same goal he's always had, which is to get the hell out of the Feywild. And so far, has not been very successful even with his new friends. So we'll see what happens from here.
Yeah, you can't blame your friends though. They're doing their best. May not be
I
good.
mean, let's be fair. They're friends because they serve a purpose.
Yes, for now.
I was
knows?
about to say, "Oh, he said we're all friends," but nope, we're where I thought we were.
Yeah. We'll jump over to Christian. Christian, go to warm beverage and your character. You are muted, sir. Oh. Technical difficulties. That's Christian's favorite beverage. Why don't we jump down to Randall while he figures that out?
Absolutely. My favorite hot beverage, I think, would be Irish coffee. Although I don't do it with whipped cream. It's weird. Like, for some reason, Irish coffee has like 3 different variations, but it only has 3 ingredients. Normal, like so many people do, so many places do it so different. But yeah, just like some hot coffee, nice whiskey, it's a little bit of Bailey's. Such a delightful drink. Though I think Quentin is more of a mulled wine kind of guy.
Oh, interesting.
And that's
that.
who I'm playing, Quentin, the mulled wine kind of guy. Human eloquence bard, grew up in the Feywild, and now we're here.
Yep, and he's definitely not going down a dark spiral.
Oh
emotions.
no, he's not. Yeah, he's definitely not in the darkest timeline for him right now. Definitely not going goth.
Okay, we'll see. Because if you can get that hag to help out the little goblin girl that you messed her life up, maybe
as long as that happens before he finds a supply of eyeliner, I think we'll be able to cut it off at the pass.
Okay. Christian, you figure out your mic? I'll take that as a no. All right, it was working.
No?
There we go.
All right. Awesome. Well, hi, everyone. for now, I'm like, shoot, I had my drink. Yeah, I'm not a big coffee or tea guy, so I have to go with like hot chocolate. I feel like you can never go wrong with that. I know that's like a winter drink, but
No, it said warm beverage, so
Yeah.
it's all good.
I can't do coffee. I don't know why. Never could.
It seems like Boomy might also like hot chocolate, right?
He totally would. Yeah, Boomy would not appreciate tea at all. He'd be like, this is just warm leaf water, like something like that. But yeah, I'm playing Boomy, the Azamar war cleric, who isn't very good at fighting, as I found out in these past couple of episodes. So at this point, Boomy's just ready to go. He just wants to leave. He's so tired of this place. He's been beat up so many times.
I know.
He just wants to help Siggy find her brother and go home.
Well, you may have found someone who can help, and that is Amador. Andrew, tell us a little about Amador. And I assume his favorite drink's got to have something a little honey in it, right?
Yeah, probably mead.
Mm.
But today I'm enjoying an autumnal red stripe.
Oh.
So, yeah, Amador, he's a 3-foot tall dandelion. He has his special friend who he loves, Pollinella, the bumblebee. And, well, my favorite drink is probably tea. He probably doesn't like it because it's desiccated plant remains boiled in water. He probably objects to that being a plant himself.
Fair enough. Yeah, actually thinking about it, he probably cannot drink tea. That would be a cannibalism, right?
No, and the aluminium's not good for him as well.
The what?
Aluminium. Tea is supposed to have aluminium. That's
Am I
not
missing
supposed to be good
something?
for
Is this
plant.
something English that I'm not catching here?
Aluminum. Sorry.
Oh, wait. There's aluminum
I
in tea?
understood the word. I didn't understand that tea is supposed
Tea-
to have aluminum in it.
It might be an old wives' tale. I've heard that tea has aluminum in it, and you're not supposed to give it to plants.
Oh, interesting.
You've made me need to check the labels on
Yeah.
all boxes of tea I buy now.
This is
Maybe
something we
just-
need to Google.
That's a Google thing, yeah.
All right, everyone in the chat, Google this. Leave
Let
your
me know if
comment
I'm
down
wrong.
below. Let us know. Do you have aluminium or aluminum in your tea? Thank you.
Bobby should make a poll in the comments so people can put their favorite beverage. What do
Oh,
they
I-
prefer out of all the
I-
ones we
I
listed?
could. If I was that good of a YouTuber, I would do that. But I'm not. Maybe I will. We'll see. But tell us your favorite drink down below. It's getting cold and chilly, especially in California. Let us know what hot beverage we should be drinking going forward. All right, let's recap real quick, and then we're going to get into our game. Last time, you went to Motherhorn. Motherhorn is, of course, where Endelyn Moongrave lives. You headed there with the hopes that you could do a lot of things. Find out where Rowan is, right? Siggy's brother. Find out how to heal the goblin girl. Find out how to save Gleam's sister, Glister. Find out how to get the entire domain of Prismere back under control. This is the last hag, so you're hoping to confront her and get some answers. There are so many things that you could possibly do. I have no idea what you're going to do. All I know is that you got there. You were unable to get there with Molliver, who was the Valor's Call member that you had met. But for most of the case, you all got there. Lemon, Glister, you all, or Gleam, you all. And you performed a horrific play. You did a great job ad-libbing and figuring out what to do with all those quotes that I sent you. And now at the end of it, you've gained favor with Endelyn, and you're supposed to meet her. So we're going to dive in. All right, here we go. Just going to get the
I think
Roll
it was a
20
great
screen
play.
up here. What's that?
I think it was a great play.
You did great. My mood is leaden based on that play. So it's changed quite a bit.
That's the
Here we
title
go.
of the play now.
We could
My
have
Mood
just
is
called that episode My Mood is Leaden.
I think you should rename it.
Well, it's already written. I'd have to
You
go
have
back
the
and
power.
change it. That's a lot of work, Dasha. Come on, you know that. All right, here we go. So you head backstage, and I think we're just gonna pick it right off from where we left it. You head backstage. The stage fright, the goblin who had given you the lines, fed you the lines, told you that Endelyn was expecting you. He kind of calls you over, and he's like, "That was great. You're gonna go see Endelyn now. She loved it. From what I saw up there in her box, she was applauding and really enthralled. And he's gonna give you a little bit of time because as you walked off, you did see a couple of people that you had recognized. There was Hurley, the bugbear brother of Burley. I think Lemon was talking to him. And then there's also you had what was it? Oh gosh, now I'm
Glister?
forgetting. What's that?
Glister?
No, Glister was not there, but Gleam was there. Trying to think.
I thought we saw Glister. Because I remember sending a message to her.
Was that
I
to
think so,
Gleam or to
too.
Glister?
The sister that's trapped
Gleam-
in the.
Yeah, Glean is hiding downstairs, and then I think we saw Glister because I remember sending a message saying that like her sister was downstairs and to just go with it.
Oh, you're right. Yes, you're right. Yes, 100%. Gleam was not with you. It was Glister. Gleam was downstairs. Correct. Yes. Gotcha. Okay. Perfect. All right. Any other questions? Any things I forgot? All right. Let's do it. So you're heading off stage, and you see Hurley, the bugbear. What do you do? Because I think Lemon recognized him first. The rest of you, actually, Mike's character doesn't even know Hurley, so I'll leave it to the rest of you to figure out how you want to approach this.
Has Lemon said anything to us? Or have we just seen her talking and realized who it was?
You saw her talking, exactly. Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And she's still there with him.
Yes.
Okay. I will fly up to her and say, "Hey there, Lemon. This fellow looks familiar. Have we met him before?"
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's other people around, so I'm trying to be like not super obvious about it.
You never met this one, but this is Hurley. Burley's brother. You know?
Yes, I do know. Hello. Hi, Hurley. And I'll like motion everyone else to come over and talk to him.
Yeah, so you can see the bugbear here. And Hurley is a very similar to the brother, but not wearing a pumpkin helmet like the other was. But yeah, Hurley is there, and he'll speak with you. He'll come over to you and say, Lemon was just talking about my brother Burley from the carnival. I desperately want to get home.
Well, he wants you to get home too, and we're trying our best to make that happen.
Yeah, don't go near the fun house mirrors. That's for sure.
Is
That's
that
the
how
one
you
thing
got
I
here?
remember. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yep.
We actually followed the similar route. We purposefully, I believe actually, we when we crossed, we had someone with us that you know, Bobby.
Oh
Do you
yeah.
remember him?
Yes. The Harangon.
Yes, he seemed
course.
quite close with your brother, and actually, the reason he came was one of the reasons he came was to make sure that you got out, and we carry that reason along with us.
I should have mentioned one thing here. Hurley, while he's not wearing the clothes, obviously, that his brother would have worn, his Witchlight Carnival hand clothes, he is in a rather interesting garb. He is dressed in a green dragon costume. So he looks kind of like a more sickly and haggard version of his brother, basically. So he's talking to you in this very serious, like he's his tones that he has. He's very worried. He's anxious, but he's dressed in this ridiculous costume, and he'll tell you, yes, Boppy. I remember him. Remember him well. He's here.
Not here, but in Prismir, yes, just not with us in Yon.
Oh well, I can't wait to see him again. I can't believe you're here to save me.
Yes, amongst other things. I think Quentin would look towards Siggy. Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. I did want to ask you, Hurley, have you seen a fairy boy named Rowan here? He would look like me, maybe a bit younger.
You know, that's really interesting, because I've met a lot of people here, and sometimes they come and go, but I don't remember your brother. How long ago was it that he was here?
They didn't tell us when he left, right? We just know that he had been here.
Right. No, they didn't, but 8 years ago in your world could be any time here.
Yeah.
Did Siggy say it was her brother?
No, I'm talking as DM.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were speaking as Hurley, saying I didn't know. I didn't know if it was your brother.
No, I
okay.
think, and Dasha, you were asking me that question as the DM, right? Or am I mistaken?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I don't think anyone had said how long ago exactly he had disappeared from here, but
Oh, right. No, nobody had told you that. Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
Okay, I'll just shrug my shoulders and say, no, I don't know how long. I just know that he was here. I'm trying to find him. It's my brother, actually. So we're in a bit of a similar situation, you and I. We're both, well, our brothers. Your brother lost you, and I lost my brother.
Yeah, one thing I've learned since coming here is that time really doesn't mean anything. I don't know how long it's been since I've been gone. It feels like it's been years. How long have I been gone?
It's been what, like a week?
It's been
It
like
was-
weeks.
it was
Yeah, it's been weeks.
I thought it was months.
No, a couple weeks maybe.
It was
Not
within
that
the
long.
season. Yeah, within this carnival season, and it was only weeks ago.
Yeah, not that long. But now we've been here for a while too, so we don't know how much time has passed back at the carnival.
It's so
Do you
confusing.
feel like it's been years, or do you think that it actually has been? I know that being a prisoner can make time move even stranger, but do you actually think that you've been here for years?
Well, I think I've done 38 shows,
I just remember you
and we
used to do
practiced
that.
those shows for, well, a long time. A couple weeks.
It's a long time to be here.
Yeah,
This was
I mean,
our
of course.
first show.
Oh, yeah, and you did great, by the way. I hear Endelyn liked the show a lot.
Yes, about that. We seem to have scored an audience with her, and I wanted to know if you have any advice, if you've talked to her or know how
Oh.
we should best approach her.
I'm not the one to ask. I think she hates me. I'm fairly certain of it. You see, I'm not much of an actor, so I go out there and I do my best, but I forget my lines. I don't show emotion as well as I should. So she gets mad at me. Fairly certain I'm near the end of my rope.
What sorts of consequences? And you don't have to go into extreme detail, but if you've been here that long, Endelyn doesn't seem like, especially not from what we've heard, that she takes kindly to failure.
Yeah, no, I think, like I said, I'm at the end of my rope. I don't know what's going to happen to me, but some people disappear from here.
Huh.
Maybe my brother disappeared.
It's possible.
Disappeared doesn't mean dead. Just means not here.
Stage Fright the Goblin will interrupt you and say, all right, we got to get a move on here. Come on. Endelyn's going to be waiting for you. I'll take you up to her theater box.
Very well.
Come on now. Come.
I would follow.
Okay.
I'll follow
So-
too.
I do have us on the map here. But I think what might be even better is we just don't use the map for right now. We'll describe where you go, and then when we need to use the map, we'll use it. Because I feel like sometimes the map might just be confusing, show you things that you don't necessarily. I don't want to, because we're skipping around areas here. I wouldn't drag you through all the areas. I'll describe what you see, but I'm not going to put the map up. So I'm going to switch over to our other view here.
So just one map question before we switch.
Yeah.
Just because I'm seeing them in the audience. I remember seeing them last time.
Let me go back.
Are those darklings from the balloon in the audience? Those look like darklings.
They are, yeah. So actually, so these are this area over here. Yes, it seems like when you were watching the performance, there were figures in the audience. Some of them looked unnatural, like a ghostly apparition, but there were some people there. And so when you get up and some of the shadowy figures disperse, there are some people left behind, and you would notice Trinket, Charm, and Bauble,
Gotcha.
the darklings that were at Hither. They had the hot air balloon where they're selling stuff.
I'm gonna just message to. Oh wait, was it? No, it was Boppy that bought stuff from them.
Did he?
Yes.
Or well, not bought stuff, but talked to
Engaged
them. I was
with
gonna
them.
message Oscar because I was like, oh, Oscar talked to them before. I guess I'll message.
So Bobby was smitten by their leader, I believe.
Yeah,
He was flirting it up.
Boppy likes the witchy ladies. I'll message Siggy and just say, that's Charm over there. if she's here, perhaps her balloon is, and that could be our ride out.
There are more Darklings as well. There's like other Darklings, including Charm and Trinket, I believe.
But we know that they travel with that balloon, right?
Yes.
Because we saw them like leave after when we were still at Bavlorna's.
Yes.
That could be a way out.
That's good to keep in mind.
She didn't seem to care much for Bavlorna. Maybe she doesn't care much for Endelyn.
I don't know if I can respond anymore
You can.
to a message. But
Every time
okay.
I say something, it's a new
Okay.
message, so you can then respond back.
Amazing. Could we maybe send Lemon to scope for the balloon?
You could.
Yeah, I think the biggest risk was her being discovered possibly by Endelyn. But if we know where Endelyn is, then
If we're with Endelyn, yeah.
I'll actually. Yeah, that's a great idea. I'll message Lemon. And
Or you could just talk to her.
or just
though.
whisper
Yeah.
to her. I assumed she may be far away flirting, because she's normally far away flirting.
She was flirting with Hurley, no?
Yeah,
Or did she find a new target?
there's a lot of targets in this room. This is actors. There's
Oh, yeah.
lots of actors here. Very unsuccessful actors.
Very unsuccessful.
So I'll either whisper to her or message her, but it'll be the same thing I say anyway.
Sure.
Charm, Bubble, and Trinket are here, which means that their balloon may also be. If you could, I don't know what's going to happen with Endelyn. Could you go see if their balloon is here and find it, so that we know how to get to it if we need to?
Yeah, I could probably do that. I got to look on the outside. Hopefully I don't get hit by any of this lightning.
Be very careful. If you feel that you're in danger, come back. Just come back to the stage and maybe find either Glister, Gleam, or Hurley.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I could do that.
If you can't find us, that is.
All right. Listen, be safe, all right? We got to do this for Boppy.
For everyone.
She'll flutter away, going as stealthily as she can up along the stage and outside of Motherhorn. All right, so stage fright takes you through the audience, down the steps of the amphitheater, and takes you into some sort of a lobby area. There are people gathered here. There are about 25 Darklings gathered, and there's some seats in here. There's some red lights that glow on the sconces, like I described to you below. So everything here has a reddish hue. And you head towards a hallway that has a spiral staircase in it. And you're going up the staircase, and you're traveling for quite some time. You're alone in the staircase with the goblin as you head through. Unless you want to do something with the Darklings, but like I said, it just seems like the audience members have collected here to kind of talk post-show. And when you walk past, some people recognize you. You catch some glances, and you'll see your friends, Charm and Trinket, and they will accept the message, I guess, that you sent to them. And you head by. You up the stairs, and you feel like you're climbing the stairs for quite some time. I mean, it's not necessarily, like an hour or anything like that, but it feels like you're climbing the steps for a while. These are maybe 10 minutes you're going upstairs, and only halfway through do you pass a level of another floor, and then it takes another 5 minutes to climb up the staircase all the way up to what appears to be boxes for seating of the play here. So you're really high up. You're hundreds of feet up. You almost feel like it's impossible for somebody to be able to see down to the stage at this level. But here's what you see. You see two stone balconies, one to the left and one to the right. You head to the one to the right, and these balconies are fringed with thick drapes of musty velvet. They're trimmed with black lace, and they have black marble railings decorated with leering alabaster masks. A large square mirror is set into the wall behind the balcony. And it's flanked by wooden panels painted with thunderclouds and lightning bolts. There's an upholstered bench on each balcony that faces the grand view of the stage and the stormy sky above. However, there's no one here. And Stage Fright looks and he's like, huh? Wait a second. And he hobbles over to the left-hand side. Oh, no. She's not here. Hold on. I was certain she wanted to meet you all. Let me, oh boy. Let me go find her. You stay right here. You understand?
Absolutely.
All right. All right. I'm gonna go. I'll be back soon.
Where do you think she might be?
I don't know.
Just out of curiosity.
I mean, I'll check her
she
chambers.
was watching the show. She saw our performance, no?
Yeah. And she told me after the play, bring them up to me.
How did
And
she
I could
tell
see
you?
her. She was loving the play. I don't know what happened.
Do you think she was so moved by the play that she had to retreat to her chambers to collect herself?
I don't know. I'll head upstairs and check, though. You stay right here. Don't go anywhere.
Okay, so you're heading upstairs to her chambers, and we're going to stay right here.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
That sounds lovely. By the way, well, sorry, actually, I'm talking my character voice. But what? This is like the viewing box that we're in.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
Okay. Did we walk through or past any notable rooms?
You did not. You did
no,
not.
so it was
so
just
you went through that like lobby area. There's a staircase that you went up, and you felt like you're going up for like 10 minutes, and then you got to the viewing box.
But we saw when we were doing the play, we could see her in the viewing box, right?
You saw from your perspective, you saw a figure up there,
Okay.
but you probably couldn't tell exactly who it was.
Because it was too far away.
Yeah. In fact, even
Okay.
from now, you're looking down the stage, you're like, my God, there's like nosebleed seats at MetLife Stadium. How do you see anything?
I go and inspect the mirror immediately. The goblin leaves.
Okay. The goblin runs off, scurries up the stairs again.
Yeah, I kind of want to just kind of mention this feels like a trap almost.
Absolutely. Siggy, would you like to be invisible and follow that goblin?
Do that.
I'm going to use my once a day invisibility on. Oh, sorry. This is the same day. I am going to use a second level spell slot to cast invisibility because I forgot I used it earlier. So I just kind of touch your shoulder. As you kind of fade invisible, you just hear, be careful.
I will. And I'll, how long does the invisibility last? An hour?
An hour.
Okay. I
Um,
will follow this goblin.
I am also. Bob, would you allow that? I don't know if you'll allow this. I'm gonna flip a coin and see if can I silvery barbs myself to give Dasha or to give Siggy advantage on her next check.
You can't silvery barb something. It's a reaction, so you have to be doing it to the.
Well, I'm
whatever.
thinking like it's a reaction to like a moment of chance, and I'm like that's why I'm like flipping a coin as to try to like shift the fates a bit. Totally fine if you don't want me to be able to do it.
So I don't think this would apply, only because it's not a. One of the prerequisites for it is you do it as a reaction to like an attack roll or
or an ability check.
an
or a
ability
save.
check, and tossing a coin while there's chance involved in it. It's not it's like you're tossing the coin as the ability check.
Quick, someone punch me. Yeah.
No.
No, I'm not gonna power game that much. I was just gonna do it if I could do it like as like a cool like fate bending thing. All right, so I
Gotcha.
won't do it then.
No.
I'll be invisible and follow the goblin. While I'm invisible, I don't cast a shadow, correct?
While
It's
you're
not like
invisible, yeah, you don't. None of that.
Nothing.
No. You've
Okay.
also noticed that a lot of people here, especially the people in the performance, like Gleam, they also don't have a shadow.
Oh. Okay. I
Wait,
will keep that in mind.
Glister. So I know Gleam didn't. Glister also didn't have a shadow.
Yes.
Do my allies all still have their shadows?
Yes.
Okay. Did Hurley have a shadow?
I don't know. I gotta double check on that one, but I'll get back to you.
Okay. So I'm gonna be very because I'm gonna fly. I'm not gonna walk, but I'm gonna make sure if there's any like open flame, like torch type things, I'm not flying near them, so my wings don't cause like a flutter in the wind that will make the fire dance and
Very
reveal my
smart.
location.
Gotcha. That's fine. So give me a stealth check. Go ahead.
Can I have advantage since
You do get it. No, you do get it because you're
Oh
invisible.
yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay. Let's see. 26 and 17. So 26.
Okay, great. And you know how I said we're not going to use a map? Well, you're kind of going your own way, so I feel
Yes.
like it would only be easier for us to figure everything out if you do have a map. So I'm
Yes.
going to move us all to the exact spot where you are, and then you'll move separately from the group. All right, so let me move you to the north. All right, so here you are. Here's your box that you're in.
Got it.
Let me see something here. Hold on. Wait a sec. I think I might have just made a mistake. I'm actually going to...
And oh, you said that it might not be the right spot.
Yeah, it might not be the right spot. Why am I making... Here we go. No, seems to be right. Yeah, seems to be right. Yep. So then actually I made a mistake on the map. I was looking at a different place. So I'm going to just retcon just a little bit here. But you're ultimately, you're here in the box, and you came up these stairs over here rather than the inner staircase. But don't worry, it's the same description of the box, and the height and everything is the same. All right. But you would come at it from the box itself, and then the mirror. Yeah, do you see the mirror here? Yeah, perfect. There's a mirror right there. So the goblin's actually going to be going back down, but ultimately to travel up. Okay?
Mhm.
All right. What do you do, Dasha? You're following the goblin, right?
Mhm.
All right, so group, what are you doing while Dasha's there? Or leaving?
I'm inspecting the mirror.
Okay, inspecting the mirror. Give me an investigation check.
Got it. Oh, is that intelligence?
Yep.
It's got,
What'd you get?
11.
11. Yeah, so it does look strange that there's a mirror here, but ultimately, you know, it's a mirror. I mean, there could be mirrors places. I mean, Endelyn seems to be more, I guess, focused on appearances.
Okay, but there's thunder in the frame, right? Thunder and lightning clouds.
Yeah, that's reflection from the outside, and the
okay.
edge of it though has the engraved thunderclouds and lightning bolts on the edge of the wooden panels around it.
Okay, I just look at it and wonder a bit.
Yeah. What about the rest of you?
I think I will take note of the mirror and just at the very least we're reminding or getting information from Bobby and then telling Oscar and I almost called the Goldie Lion. Shit, what's the character's name? I can't think of anything other
Amador.
than Goldie Lion. Amador.
Amador.
When we were in Bavlona's cottage, there was a strange mirror that seemed to take on some of our visage in odd ways. It distorted it, if I remember correct. Is that correct, Boomy? Am I remembering that right?
No, that's right. Everyone who looked into it could see something of importance.
Yeah, it was.
That's
I
correct.
don't know if it's a common theme with these witches, but just be careful with mirrors.
I wonder if it may be part of a magic.
Very
It could be.
possibly, yes.
All right,
There's
Siggy.
no way she could be watching us through that mirror, potentially, could she?
I don't know. There's a certain je ne sais quoi about the mirror.
Back to
I think
Did you just want to say je ne sais quoi?
Je ne sais pas.
I think Boomy is gonna kind of be on heightened alert, maybe keeping watching the hallway, making see if anyone starts coming our way.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So we inspect the mirror. We think there might be something weird about it, but ultimately, for right now, you're just on high alert. Siggy, the stairs that I had described to you were actually not from the inside. That's a mistake I made, which was I'm showing on this screen here. This is the lobby where the Darklings were gathered. You can see some of the Darklings here. But yet there was a staircase here that went on the outside of the amphitheater, scaling upwards. That's how you got up to the top. So you come back down, and then you're going to head through that lobby and go along with the hallway where I had described that spiral staircase. Do you see that now?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. So now you're headed to the spiral staircase and you're going to head up. And this is where I'm going to kind of transport you around. The goblin is mumbling to himself, "Oh, I thought she was going to be there. Oh, God, I'm making a fool of myself. I hope she's not upset. I hope I find her soon." Seems to be very anxious about pleasing Endelyn and so on. So here we go. So I'm going to move you up as you go up the levels here. I will move you and bring you to certain spots. So you head up, and here you go. You head out right here. You come up the staircase, and the goblin is actually continuing to go up, continuing to head up the staircase, but something is drawing your attention. Lightning arcing and flickering from the door frame catch your eye. I'm going to read you a description here of what you see in this room. You can move your token as you'd like. And you can catch up very easily. He's going slow, like he's not fast compared to your flying speed.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As I mentioned before, the light caught your eye first. This cylindrical chamber houses a whirring contraption bolted to a revolving metal disc that serves as its base. Metal spheres and sickles are attached to the ends of long metal arms that sweep back and forth, clicking loudly and rhythmically, like hands of a giant metronome. The apparatus is inlaid with characters from strange alphabets, and smoky wisps in the shapes of these letters rise from the contraption as it revolves. The whole device hums and crackles with lightning. Rising from the middle of the mechanism is an 80-foot-tall copper pole made of 8 10-foot-long lightning rods attached end to end. It extends upward past a ring-shaped gallery that forms the chamber's upper level, through a hole in the 50-foot high domed ceiling. There are 3 goblins wearing overalls and tinted goggles, using brooms to sweep the floor, seemingly untroubled by the noise. This is a pretty crazy room, so if you have questions, let me know.
Okay, so I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 what looks like moons and 3 what looks like suns, maybe. Are these red things lights, just light bulbs or like torches?
The red things are the lights that you've seen like on the sconces. They're just like glowing red light, like the light spell practically.
Yes. And what is this dashed line circle that is going around the middle of the floor? Is
Good
that
question.
actually something on the floor, like drawn, or is it a fence of some sort?
That's a good question. I'm not sure what the dotted line is. It might just be the. Yeah, I am not sure that you should be seeing that.
Okay. I'm gonna fly up, not to where I could be maybe struck by some of the lightning. I'm not gonna get that close, but if I fly up, do I see any?
Actually, though,
Like-
I will, Dasha, I will pause you because there is awesome artwork for this.
Oh.
So let me
Awesome.
show you
Yeah.
the artwork.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody, you ready to be blown away?
Wow.
Oh, so
That
it's that the
is-
line is probably where the wisps of
That's
the
neat.
letters reveal themselves.
Yes.
That must be where it
Okay.
is. So you walk into this room and you see this.
Okay, and so
Really
there's
no
other
big deal.
stuff. There's other stuff like floating in there too, like little dots, little. I don't know what this thing is, like
Yeah, almost like constellations, right?
an yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like an asteroid?
That looks like an asteroid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely looks like smaller constellations, like the purple bar coming off of the thing.
Yep.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
I
even,
see what you mean. Yep.
Yeah. I'd like to fly up and check out a few things. First, I want to see if I see there's faces on these suns and these moons. Is there any difference between them? Like, is there like a happy moon, a sad moon, sort of thing? Also, can I read any of the runes, any of the letters? And
So-
finally, is there a lever or a keyhole anywhere that I can see?
So let's go through it one at a time. What was your first question?
My first question was, are there any differences in the faces on the suns and the moons around the circle?
Gotcha. So I think the faces on the suns and moons, as you can see in the picture, some of them have faces, some of them do not. So it's not like they're all. They all seem to be unique. They all seem to be unique faces, but the faces aren't something that's like you would have any. You'd be like, oh, that there's nothing connection you're making between this. You haven't had information or anything like that told you something. So if you're looking at it like, I gotta recognize these faces, you don't recognize them.
I see.
What was the
Okay,
next question?
Can I read any of the runes or the letters that are kind of around the circle?
So they seem to be in a foreign language, a language you do not know.
Don't speak. Okay.
Yeah.
And finally, what was my last question? Do I see any sort of lever or keyhole that is potentially the access point to making this thing function?
You would see that there are, while it's not one object like we see here, it's dozens of smaller objects kind of joined together in various ways. You feel like there is no way to, at a glance, decipher how this thing functions, though it's very clear it runs on electricity.
Gotcha. Okay. That is helpful. Can I quietly fly up to one of the goblins and see if they're like saying anything?
Sure, the goblins.
Eavesdrop a little bit? They're talking or having any sort of conversation.
They're actually not having conversation because it's so loud in here. You'd have to really yell to be able to hear someone at any sort of distance. They're kind of sweeping around. They're like from the sparks and the lightning bolts. There are maybe particles, ash on the floor, things they have to clean up. They just seem to be kind of just circling around it, keeping their distance, mind you, circling around it and sweeping, cleaning.
Do they have shadows?
It's a good question. It does not say. I'm going to go ahead and say that they don't.
They don't. Okay. Is there anything else I see around the room? Like, I'll just do like a quick fly around the room. Anything else that would just catch my eye and Obviously, there's a lot going on here. I'm sure a lot would catch my eye, but is there anything else I noticed besides what's already been described?
Nothing at a glance. You'd have to really spend some time in here to
Okay.
see if you could find anything out of the Well, this seems very out of the ordinary. So
Yes,
you'd
yeah.
have to spend some time here. Yeah.
And I have some ideas, but I'm just gonna take a mental picture of this to describe to my friends.
Good
I do
luck.
have some ideas. Yeah, I know, right? But I will continue back up the staircase and try to follow the goblin again.
Sure. Okay. Let's move back. Okay. Let's go. So you're going to head back up the staircase. All right. And then I'll put you on the next section here. Oh, no, never mind. You're actually going to stay on this level. No, you're not. You're going up. You're going up. You're going up. So I'm going to move you to this side. All right, everybody see? There you go. So you follow the goblin, and you head this way to this door here. And there are a couple of different things from this viewpoint you see. So there's double doors to the west. There's another opening to the east, but in the center of this room is the downward viewing of the contraption that you just saw. There is a stone railing that encloses the balcony, but it's open. You can see and feel and hear the contraption below. The ring-shaped balcony does have hourglass-shaped like railings all around it.
This is the room, correct? Where I'm
This room that
clicking
you're
right
in,
now?
yeah. Mm-hmm. So
I don't see my token there. I don't know if I'm supposed to be.
Oh, yeah, you don't see it? Here.
I might be in a different room. I'm on a balcony right across from where all of my friends are. Like it looks like one of the viewing balconies for the stage. I might be in the wrong place.
How is that possible?
Hang on, maybe.
That might be a roll 20 visual
dark.
glitch because I'm seeing you on the.
Yeah. Oh, it
list.
just popped up. Okay, we're good.
Okay.
Never mind.
Your friends are there.
I think it took a second. Yeah, I
And
got
you're
it. It took
here.
a second for it
Yeah.
to load, I think.
Okay, gotcha.
There's darkness. Got it now.
Yeah. So the goblin knocks on this door and is like, Endelyn! Endelyn! It's stage fright. You told me to bring them to you. Are you in here? Knocks again, pounds on the door, no response. Oh boy. And he's like, I'm never gonna hear the end of this. And he starts to head back down the way you came.
Time to pick some locks. Can I examine the door? Is there a keyhole or any sort of thing preventing it? I don't want to touch it yet. I just want to look.
Yeah.
Visual.
So,
Okay.
Give me a perception check.
Mm. 16.
There's no like lock on it, no visible lock. There is a door handle. This is looks like it is a stone door, but it looks like it is, on hinges. It could be moved, could be opened. You could test it if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my what's it called? Mage Hand Ledger Domain, I think. Basically, I can cast Mage Hand and use my Spectral Hand to do the thing.
I will
Yeah.
say, you would know that, or you may know. I don't know if you would allow that Quentin would have explained it, but if you cast a spell while invisible, then it'll end your invisibility.
Even
Ooh.
if it's... Are you sure? If I thought it was an attack, no?
It's a cast a spell or make an attack. Because I remember the only reason I think you might know is because it was a part of the strategy planning when we did the
Oh yeah, cast a spell.
the
Yeah.
Oh,
pillars
yeah.
when we did the pillar things. Because I had to, I
Yeah.
went invisible and I was gonna prestidigitation and I realized I couldn't do that.
Well, there is no one here, so if you want to do it.
No, I think I'd want to stay invisible. I I'd rather some. Do I stop being invisible if I take damage?
No.
Okay, so I'd rather get a little hurt and not get caught than get caught opening a door. So I'll just, I guess, try to pick the lock.
Okay.
That would be my sleight of hand, correct?
Yep. Before you do anything, though,
Yes.
give me a strength saving throw.
Okay, of course. A 10. Here
All
we
right,
go.
so you go to unlock the door. You get your tools out. You put your hands up. You're ready to pick. As soon as you touch the door, a spectral hand flies out at you and basically just like face palms you. It's actually the size. It's much bigger than you. It's bigger than your whole body. But it flies out of the door, pushing you back, and it shoves you away from the door. You failed your saving throw, so you hit into the balcony, and you begin to tumble end over end, falling into the area of the
Nope.
contraption.
Nope.
You unfortunately, so I know you can fly.
I can't fly. Can I
However-
save myself?
However, it says here that when you get hit, you fall, you tumble 20 feet below onto the contraption below.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know how you feel about this, but I'd imagine even a flying creature, because you have wings, right?
Mhm.
You probably would fall.
If you've ever hit a fly, it does fall.
Yeah. Like, otherwise, if somebody tries to trip you, they wouldn't, if you were on the ground, what's to say you could never be tripped? I feel like it's going to happen. Do you disagree, Dasha?
Can I roll to see if I can save myself and like start flying mid-fall?
I believe we just did. I believe the strength saving throw is that to prevent you from falling. Right?
Oh,
See
okay.
what I'm saying? If you pass a saving throw, you don't
Huh.
get pushed, you don't hit the railing, you don't tumble over. It's all part of the
Wait.
strength saving throw, I think.
So the strength saving throw includes the push and the fallout from the push. It can't be like
Yeah,
The
well, I can
push
just
is-
read it to you. It
okay.
says saving throw or be pushed off the balcony,
Okay.
hitting into the railing, falling prone 20 feet onto the floor of area. What I'm not going to tell you the name of the area, but the area you're going into. So
I'm trying to remember scenes from the Peter Pan cartoon to see
He
if
falls.
Tinkerbell falls if she gets slapped or something.
he falls, or she falls. I'm fairly
Okay.
certain of it.
Okay. I guess I can't do anything. Sure.
But
Fall into the contraption.
you fall into the contraption, and I'll even let you. So I'm actually going to make you do something else though.
Okay.
So first off, let's just see. You get pushed. When you get pushed, you take this much damage. You're going to take 11 damage from the actual bludgeoning damage from the push of the hand.
Okay.
Then, as you're falling, and I would even say maybe you do right yourself between the 20 and 0 feet. You might right yourself, but lightning is arcing in this area. So give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 24.
Okay, so you were going to take half of this.
It really hesitated on that 6 for a second.
You take 29 lightning damage, so half of that is 14?
Yeah. Holy
14
crap.
lightning damage as you... What kind of armor are you wearing?
I am wearing. What am I wearing? Light armor.
What kind of light
I
armor?
think light armor. I'm wearing leather armor.
Leather
Leather
only, right?
armor.
Not
Just
studded
leather, yeah.
leather, are you? Okay.
No, just regular leather.
Just regular leather. Okay, good. All
Yeah.
right. You're okay then. So
Okay.
you take 14 from the lightning as it arcs and catches you as you're falling. And then you took the 11 from the push. So total of 20, 30, 25?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I hadn't, I would be dead if I hadn't saved that dex.
Yeah, the
save.
deck save. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so
We-
you're
we
in
wouldn't
this
even know where you were.
contraption. Yeah, I know. Nobody knows where you are, so you'd be like on the floor unconscious.
Bleeding out.
Yeah. But the arc and the surge, the goblins that are around the area now look up, and they're like, they call out to each other. I got to tell you their names because they're funny names. One goblin calls out and he says, "Dungus, what did you do? I'm sorry, Sporks. I didn't think I did anything. What happened, Cack?" And Cack is like, "Must be something caught. Maybe it's a bird." You're invisible still, so they don't see you. What do you do?
Okay. While I'm in here, as I'm flying out to try to evade the lightning again, do I see anything else from the inside point of view?
Yeah, so from the inside of this contraption, you can see that there's all sorts of like gears, and this is clearly some sort of advanced, sort of engineering here, magical in its construction for sure. I will also say from being inside this area here, you can see that it seems to, as you've entered into this area, the thing starts to like work and go on and start to pump out more of the wispy, transcribed like language that's being portrayed around that circle. So it's like you entering it, it's starting to work and put something out. But you don't know what the language is, obviously, so it's hard to tell. But you feel like you kind of spurred on this next segment of language.
So it's using people's life energy to power
Perhaps.
itself?
Perhaps.
Okay.
Let's-
Not power, but
Yeah.
you have been the source of this next writing.
Okay. Do I recognize what language the writing is in
No.
at all?
Nope.
No.
No.
Okay.
You fly upward or outward? How do you...
Probably upward.
Okay, so back to the balcony?
Back to the balcony, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go to the group now. Group, you've been waiting for quite some time. You feel like it's been a while since you've seen Siggy. You're standing there, that mirror, just kind of, you see yourselves looking at each other. What are you doing while you're waiting?
I'm just inspecting the mirror, poking it, prodding it, trying to pick it up.
Oh, it's a mirror on the wall. It's not something you could hold.
I mean, can I take it off the wall like a picture frame?
You want to try to remove it?
Yeah.
You feel for it with your leafy hands, but no, it doesn't come off. Feels pretty...
Part of the wall.
It's mounted to the wall, yeah, clearly mounted, and it is not coming off very easily. If you'd like, you could make a strength check.
Oh yeah, why not?
Okay. Go ahead.
13.
Yeah, you feel like you don't have the strength for this. It's bolted there, and it's
That's
not
a
going
13.
anywhere. Yeah, what? Say it again?
There's a 13.
Yeah, no, you don't get it. You
Okay.
feel like you need some significant force here. Oh, your rolls went to the GM. That's okay.
Yeah.
Because you're
Yeah.
an NPC. That's fine.
So this is what I'm doing. I'll see what are other people doing. I'm kind of at a loss. My little dandelion brain.
While you look to everyone, I'll say that the lightning in the air surges pretty loudly. You feel like a lightning bolt just hit right next to you. You know that feeling like you're maybe you're in your home, and then like, oh, that must have been right in my backyard. That's what you feel. You heard.
And that's the first time we've heard lightning hit so closely, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Totally.
That doesn't sound good.
It's been Siggy's been gone a while.
There's always lightning here.
You smell singed fairy.
Did I see the general direction? There would be no way for me to even know
No.
how high up she went. I wouldn't be able to get the angle even within like
No.
40 degrees. I don't know. We can start looking. Though if we start moving, she won't know where to come back to. What do you think?
Oscar, I see you moving your token around. Are you you went up to the mirror?
No, I think I'm going to give Quentin I think it's a sending stone. Is that what it's called?
The thing so you can communicate?
Yes.
Yeah. So you magically imbue the item so that you could communicate over a certain amount of distance, pretty long if I'm not mistaken.
I think it's anywhere. Like it's
On
like
the
a sending
plane?
spell.
I think there is a limit to it. Can't be anywhere.
If it's the sending spell, it's that there's just a 5% chance that it doesn't work if you're across planes. But I don't know if the stone works the exact same way.
Sending stones comes in pairs. While you touch one of the stones, you can use an action to cast a sending spell from it. So basically, you can cast the sending to talk. Just cast sending through the stone to talk to me.
As long as you're on the same plane of existence. Which, in this type of a game, may matter. But yes.
All right, and then I'm going to say, if you want to go look for her, you guys can head out. I'll wait here for her. If any trouble arises, you can contact me on the stones. I'm also not talking a lot and talking very low because Oliver, my son, is having a hell of a night. So and he can kind of hear me. So
okay.
Ollie.
Poor guy. All right, so you'll have the sending stone for Quentin, and the rest of you can go look for him. Why don't we have you go, and then we'll come back to Mike in a little bit. Let's have, I see there's an extra Siggy token, huh?
Oh yeah, now I do see another Siggy
That's
token.
why you were confused, I think,
That's
Siggy.
weird.
I'm going to delete that token.
That makes sense now.
Yeah, I'll delete it.
I also weirdly can control.
I think I've allowed you all to access each other's tokens, just in case we needed to have you move for them. But either way, you head down the stairs again?
Us or Siggy?
Yep. No, the group.
Yeah, I guess trying to follow the path that
Your goblin boy had left?
Yeah, that he had gone in. He did say up, so I guess we'll be looking for a stairwell up.
Yeah, sure, that's fine. So I'll head you back to the amphitheater, which is where, whoops, right here. Yep,
I don't
which
know
is
why
where
this map moves so slow for me.
it's a big map, so it's kind of like, it takes a while to load everything. But you head down and you see that lobby that you passed before, but that you didn't have a chance to really investigate a bit. So I'll say that you can go where you'd like. I mean, there's a stage to your right, and there is the lobby area to your left. It's really...
did Siggy and the Goblin go all the way down to then go back up?
The Goblin went all the way down. Yes, so you didn't know where he went, but he went down.
Did we find Glister? What happened with Glister?
Yes, you had seen Glister backstage, but your conversation was cut short because the Goblin told you have to go see Endelyn.
Yeah, and we told her that her sister was downstairs.
Yep.
Perhaps we should go and reunite Glister with Green.
I actually believe that they may have already reunited.
Oh, I'm so happy. It's so great for them. Polynella, what do you think of this? And Polynella buzzed around really excitedly. Oh, we have helped them to find each other. I do a little dandelion dance.
Waiting for him to be like, all right, well, best of luck. I did my thing, bye. Okay, shit. Well, we're going to be seen. All right, well.
Where is your friend Ziggy? She has not come back.
We know that the goblin was going up. And there's only one stair down. It's just like a single staircase down.
Yep, and it goes along the amphitheater walls. However, there are plenty of people here in this so this area right here where you see all the darklings, and there are more than just these three here, because most of the people after the play went in here. So this is like 25 darklings in this room. There are plenty of people here, and they seem to know what they're doing, where they are. So if you want to talk to your friends, maybe you can talk to Trinket and Charm.
Boomy, do you think that we should ask Charm?
Yeah, we need to figure out where Siggy is.
Right. I'm gonna go over to the table with Charm. Weirdly, it is moving so slow for me. I can't really move my token. I don't know why it's like at a roll 20 is at like a standstill for me.
Okay, I'll move your token. So you want to all go into
but
this
I'm gonna
area?
go over to Charm specifically.
Okay, so you can see in this room that it seems to be like a lobby reception area, but the outer area is lined with books. So this looks like when there's not plays being performed, it's sort of like a library type area. There are, like I said, 25 darklings in here, and there are also various goblins who seem to be like servants. They're attending to these darklings. You can head up to Trinket, Bauble, and Charm. And I think I remember something. Charm, who is the leader. Did you ever actually meet her?
Yeah.
You did, but
You
not
met her and when she was having tea with that Lorna.
separately, right, from Trinket and Bauble?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were at the
Yeah.
balloon, and
I don't think we ever
yeah.
met them together. I think we knew that they were together.
Yeah, you met her when you were meeting, because she was drinking tea with
Yeah.
The other two told us that she
Bavlorna.
would be with Bavlorna, so we
Yes.
knew
Yeah.
she would be there.
Gotcha. All right, so Charm will see you all, surprisingly. She's got some sort of drink in a goblet. She'll be surprised and look at you all and say, well, look at what the cat dragged in.
A pleasure to see you again, Lady Charm.
Things got a bit hairy when we last saw each other.
More than you know.
Shame about your Herringon friend.
Oh, I suppose it's exactly as much as you know then.
Well, word gets around.
I would imagine, especially for one like you, you do seem to have your ear to the ground.
What can I help you with? You looking for any items of note? I have plenty to sell. My balloon is situated just outside.
That I assumed as much. Unfortunately, we don't have much time for retailing.
But I will though just say for Andrew, Charm, Trinket, and Bauble are darklings. They're a type of creature, fey creature. They are basically traveling merchants. They sell things out of their hot air balloon, which is the size of it's like a small little shop that they fly around on. Almost think of like the movie Up, right? They move around.
Oh,
Is Charm actually a darkling? I thought she was like a 6 foot tall witch.
She's a darkling.
But she's just like a extraordinarily tall.
I don't think I said she was 6 feet tall, but she's a darkling. Yeah.
I remember because it was a joke that we were
Boppy.
making fun of. We were making fun of Boppy being really into like significantly bigger women.
Well,
than
because
him.
Herringon are very short.
But I thought you said that she was actually quite tall.
Maybe she was. I'm not sure. But height aside, Boppy and maybe Mike really was into Charm. So
I mean, I was a little into Charm, to be honest.
I think I still have her artwork, don't I? Did I show you the artwork?
Yeah.
Anyway, here you go. So Andrew, this is
She's
Charm.
the kind of hag you want to be.
This is Charm. They met her earlier.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
That's. I mean,
Andrew's like, yep, checks out.
I'm into it. Also, she's got to be tall. Her head's above the headboard.
That's it. You guys heard it here.
Staircase.
So anyone watching this stream, Randall's looking for a goth girlfriend.
Yeah.
Very tall. I am not extremely tall. I'm very average height, but I'm looking for a very tall goth girlfriend that wants to make backhanded deals and get my friends killed.
There you go. There you go. Make it happen.
I'm gonna. Is there? I think he wants to fit in, but also wants to feel like a piece of shit. Is there a goblin servant nearby?
Sure.
He is going to snap at it them. And you, could you get me a glass of red wine as quickly as possible?
Yes,
cheap.
here's one. And she like spills it a little bit on the floor. And she's like, "Oh, sorry. Here."
Yes, thank you. We actually had a meeting that we were supposed to have, and then our quarry disappeared on us. A stage fright. The stage manager, I suppose.
You asking a goblin or charm?
Charm.
Okay.
He just left us to our own devices. No direction.
Except for to stay where you were.
He's not including that. And then disappeared on us. We were hoping that you could point us in the direction of him. I'm really not sure what he's on about. He said he wanted to meet with us and then just left.
I think I did see a little goblin scurrying that way, and she points to this hallway.
Do you know anything about what's over there? I see some lights.
Yes, that hallway leads to the staircase up the tower.
Up the tower. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose.
I'm rather familiar with the area. Is there some place you're looking for?
Well, no, we're looking for stage fright. We were supposed to meet with him and Lady Moongrave. Have you ever met Lady Moongrave?
Oh, Endelyn? Oh, of course.
Yes.
I work with all of her sisters. You know that.
Well, now I do. But...
Yeah. Who do you think gives me permission to fly my balloon out here?
You don't really strike me as someone who needs permission.
Oh. With the hags, you always need permission.
How do you not get hit by the lightning?
It's funny. My balloon just doesn't seem to attract it. It's got its own little energy field as well. You remember the balloon
like
filled with
storm cloud,
rain,
right?
Storm clouds. Yeah.
Yeah, it was dope. I think that was actually my favorite piece of art.
Really?
I really liked that piece. Yeah, it's really cool. So stage fright went over that way. Is it reasonable to say that Lady Moongrave would be that way as well? Perhaps he was fetching her?
It's very possible. In fact, that's up the tower where I parked my balloon.
Very well. I suppose we'll be off. Hopefully this is not the last time our paths cross here.
No, I don't believe it is, but it's interesting that you met me when you were at Bavlorna's. And, of course, Bavlorna is coming here.
Is she now?
Yes, I believe both her and her sister, Scabatha, are supposed to be here for some sort of a meeting with Endelyn. They had some sort of important business, or at least that's what I was able to discern from a very brief conversation I had with Endelyn.
Any idea when?
I thought they would be here for the show, but apparently they were running late.
Very well. That's very helpful to know. I appreciate your sharing of knowledge.
Yes, it would be quite a shame if, anything were to happen to all three of them while they're in one place.
Yes, it would be quite a shame. I mean, the family, I can't even imagine the devastation they would feel.
Well, I don't know what family they have other than themselves, but...
Well, I mean, there's got to be more. I mean, they didn't sprout out of the ground.
No, you're right. Although, it wouldn't surprise
And I
me.
heard that there's another sister as well.
That would be news to me.
No? I thought you would have heard. Well, perhaps we can talk about it later.
Yes, over tea. Wouldn't
That
you
would be
say?
lovely. Ideally, no one will die during the tea time. I like to
Not
keep
this
deaths either before or after tea, not during.
Well, enjoy the rest of your stay here. I hope it's not short-lived.
I'm gonna butt in at this point. Hello, have you been to the Palace of Art's Desire
It's
in
interesting.
your balloon?
Interesting question. I have. Not recently, but I have.
And when did you go there?
Oh, the last time I went to the palace was, oh, right when the hags probably took over these plains.
And did you not see the wonderful Queen of Yon, the Archfey Zybinda?
No. Zabilna's been gone for quite some time. We work with the hags exclusively. No need to go to the palace very often because, well, to be honest, not many people to hawk my goods to.
Would you be prepared to take us there?
Oh, you are not allowed to go to the palace.
Oh, why not? If there is no one there.
She looks to all of you and says, "This is with you."
Yes,
Man, you replaced the bunny so quickly.
We did not replace him. But, as I'm sure you know, there are many wandering souls in Prismere. Some with noble hearts wishing to help, and others with cursed souls wandering aimlessly.
Yes, I see you say me this. I did not introduce myself. My name is Amador.
Charm.
I'm charmed.
I like this one. He's even nicer than the bunny.
While it is not polite to speak ill of the dead, that is not a very high bar.
Oh, he's not dead. He's just a statue of himself.
Yes. I'm sure that is better.
What I'm saying is, if you strike the right deal, you might be able to get him back.
It's not the right deal that worries me, it's who the deals are with. Perhaps that's something that we could talk over tea, you and I.
Of course. Anything for a price.
Anything with a cost.
She'll nod and let you be on your way.
A pleasure as always. And start walking in that direction.
Sure. We're going to cut back to Mike. Mike, you're sitting there by yourself. You hear the party going on down below, the sounds of the various conversation after the play. You haven't seen from Siggy. You haven't heard from the rest of the group. They left moments ago. But you're standing here with Charles in the... let me bring everybody's attention. On the balcony, you can see the stagehands down below fixing things up for the next play, probably tomorrow. You feel like you see something in the sky as the lightning is arcing. You can see some sort of large object flying through, cutting through the air towards the towers that you're in.
Can I get a better look at what it is?
Do you have some sort of device, like a binoculars or something like that?
I don't think I took any, and I don't think I could build any fast enough, so no.
No. Okay. Give me a perception check to tell you what you might be able to discern.
All right, give me 1 second. I have to open up something.
Sure, take your time. While you're rolling, I will just describe a couple things. So, the object, which is flying high overhead, and it's because of it's night, you're only getting glimpses of it when the lightning flashes. But it's headed directly towards you. You feel like, and in fact, it's going to end up stopping. Its final position is like 100 feet above you. There's some sort of overhang over this.
Oh, I got a nat
gallery.
1. I didn't see shit.
Yeah, you can hear it. It makes some sort of like a buzzing noise, but it's very hard to determine what this object is because, again, it's night. and it's far away, but it lands overhead. You could see it flies and lands overhead. You just saw this large object, vague, hard to tell what it is, but it was relatively big, and it landed above you on some sort of an overhang.
Does it seem like something I or Charles could get to somehow?
Unless you were to scale the wall of the tower, which would be very hard to do, or fly, no. There probably is a way to get up there, but you don't know yet.
All right, I'll use my sending stone to send a message to Quentin and say, something just crushed into the top of the castle. I can't really make out what it is, but it's hanging there now.
And Randall, can you respond? I forget.
Yeah,
With sending
it's
stone.
same 25 words
Okay.
or less. He'll take the stone out. I certainly hope that is not Babylona and Scabatha. As we were just told, they may be coming for a visit.
Oh, and it ends coming for, and that's your 25th word.
Wow.
Coming for what?
I don't remember. Do sending sense have 3 uses, or is it 1 use?
We just looked it up. I had it open. What did it say here?
One set. No, it's a one off. Okay.
Had a baby, it's a boy.
No way of communicating back.
Well,
You remember that commercial?
Wait,
Remember that
I think
commercial
it's
where,
like
each. Okay, so
each
you
one gets one casting. I think
okay.
one sending is cast. Oh no! One sending is cast through the stones. They can't
it's-
be used again until next on. So it is
Oh.
one casting.
So Mike cast it, and then you got one-way information, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you let him know something crashed in, and that's it. Or something.
Well, no, I
came
can
in.
respond as a part of the sending. But
Oh,
like,
okay. So
we can't use it again.
I'll
We
say
won't
that
be able to
you
use it
you
again.
planned your words out, and you made it. You shortened it by one word.
Yeah, all I had to cut was certainly, which
Yeah.
isn't unnecessary.
Certainly. That would be Quentin, though, to use extra
wait.
words. Yeah.
He is a loquacious fellow. He is he is not at
Yeah.
all quick with his words.
All right. So, Mike, you're staring at yourself in this mirror. You see the lightning flashing. That object in the sky lands above you. You send the message. Anything else from you?
Nope.
Okay.
If I
All
can't
right,
get to it, I'm still
right.
waiting here in case Siggy comes back. So.
Yep. We'll go to Siggy now. Siggy, where are you at? No, really, where are you? I have no idea where you are now. Oh, you're on to the... I see where you are.
Yeah, I think I would have just come down from where I was.
Come up.
Can I catch
You-
up to the... Yes. Can I catch up to the goblin? Do I see him or hear him anywhere?
At this point, he's already down the stairs, so he's going down the steps. So I'd say that whole interaction with, trying to open the door, being blasted down into the lightning, getting back up, that's all going to take a little bit of time.
Okay.
So you can move down the stairs if you'd like, but tell me where you go.
I think I will. I've taken too much damage at this point. I have 8 HP left. I'm not going to try to open that door again without backup.
Okay.
And no one knows where I am, so I think I'm going to continue. Maybe take one more look at the door to see if I notice anything interesting about it, but then go back down to.
No, nothing of note. You rolled a 16. You don't see anything, and that spell that hit you,
Yeah.
you don't know
I don't know
exactly.
if it's-
Yeah.
Are there any windows in this?
No,
on this level?
but
Or is it's all closed
There
off?
is another hallway here.
Oh, maybe I'll go that way. Actually.
Okay, move yourself.
Uh-huh.
So you can see there's a little intersection here. Door to the north and a door to the south.
Oh god. 8 HP. No one knows where I am. But it's also Siggy and she makes stupid decisions sometimes. I think she would feel pretty weak at this point. I think she would head back. As
Alright.
much as I want to go through these doors, I'm just going to keep in mind where they are, and she has been gone for a long time. She's going to go back
Okay.
to her friends.
Heading back. Gotcha. All right, so moving you, I'll move your token back to the stairwell and move it through the map here. All right. I'll say that you hear that message, Randall. You might relay that to the group. And you head to the staircase, right? Okay. So you head to the staircase. And as you get to the stairwell, you bump into your old friend, Stage Fright. He comes down and sees the three of you about to ascend the steps. And he's like, oh, wait. What are you doing here?
Came looking for you. We heard an explosion and you were gone. We thought you might have died.
Explosion?
Yes.
I didn't hear an explosion.
Yes, because you were gone.
Oh. I told you
We're
to stay up
nowhere
there.
near where we were.
Well, where's the rest of you?
We left them back up there.
Give me a deception check.
Absolutely. Right. That is a 2 on the die, so a 21.
Fivey's broken.
Right.
You have broken the game.
Aha! No one
goblin's
can
like-
see through my lies.
The goblin is like, all right, well, I guess that makes sense. You left him up
All
there.
right, yeah, that checks out. Yeah.
All right, listen. Come on. We gotta put you somewhere for now. I don't know where Endelyn is, but she's gonna be coming back anytime soon. And when she does, she's not gonna want you wandering all over all over Motherhorn. Let's head back. We'll get you someplace to stay.
Sure. We should probably go get our friends first.
Yeah. Why don't you do this? You go grab your friends and meet me back down on the stage.
Sounds perfect.
All right, come on. And you head back down to the. And I just realized we're not even at that section here. So here's where you meet Stage Fright. All right, so you head back towards the stage there. Siggy, you'll come down the steps now, and you can see the crowd of people here in the library. Where do you want to go? Do you want to head back to your friends?
Yes, at this point, I think I would.
All right, so
I
we'll
know I've been
regroup.
gone a while. I know I'm hurt. I need someone to heal me. So yeah.
Yeah, so we'll regroup back at the stage. And at this point, I'm going to take this off the map because we're going to be headed to the other side here. All right. So everyone, you're back at the balcony. You see Stage Fright running on the stage, talking to some of the other goblin workers and things like that. People preparing for the next night's play. You may discuss. You're all on the balcony.
Just a question. When Stage Fright is talking to the other goblins, does it look like he is one of them, or does it look like he sold out?
Give me an insight check.
Okay. Luckily, my insight isn't awful, but please be high. And not 1 for a total of 3.
Oh, what happened, Randall? Your 1 didn't turn into a 20?
I don't even have a good bonus to insight. 5E is broken.
No, I mean, it's hard to tell. I mean, seems to be in a position of authority, but he also is just as afraid of Endelyn. It's hard to understand the structure of workers here. But goblins do seem to be workers. Even without a role, I would say you can know that.
Yeah, no, I wanted to kind of get the sense of, like, is he the like person that's been, like, I guess, like, subservient to Endelyn so much that he
I would
is
say,
now, like, being like considered above the other goblins and, like, now, like, treating them as their master.
I'm going to say you don't have enough information to base that on.
Fair,
all right, so you get to the balcony, and you're all together. So discuss. Everybody, talk about what you might want to do.
So Siggy's back?
Yep.
Yeah, I appear. I like stop being invisible, and you just see a very singed looking, beat up looking fairy with her hair like standing up, from the lightning.
You all right?
I'm gonna
Ziggy, what happened to you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go over and do healing hands, which will give you 5 hit points.
Oh.
Take
I'm
that.
gonna cure wounds.
Oh wow.
Oh, max healing. So 13 hit points back.
Okay, so a total 13 plus, was it 5?
5, yeah.
So 18.
Okay, awesome. So I have 6 now. Okay, great. Thank you. Well, I saw some interesting stuff. I followed the goblin up, and there was this contraption with lots of spinning moons and suns, and some of them had faces, and they were creating some sort of writing, some words I didn't understand. I don't know what language they were in. Some goblins were sweeping up the floor around it, and it was strange. There was electricity all over. It seemed to be powering the thing. I got a bit of a look, but I got a much closer look after I tried to get into Endelyn's room and got pushed back by some magic. I fell into it, and that's how this happened. And she'll like motion to her hair that is still like spiky, standing straight up, and she's gonna try to like smooth it down and rub some of the like singed like spots. I don't know, maybe like the ends of her hair are burned, and she's just trying to like fix it.
Endelyn's room.
Hard to hear you, Randall. Sorry, go ahead.
And Endelyn's room? You
Yes.
say?
Yes, the goblin knocked on the door and called for her, but she didn't answer. And that's when I tried to go in and was very rudely kicked out. I did go back to see it again, and there were 2 other doors on the other end of the hallway, but I was very hurt, so I thought it was time to come back here.
Based on where we are now, do you think that's Endelyn's room? And he's going to point up at the object that Oscar told him about that landed above us.
Would that be accurate based on where I was? Would I be able to tell that?
Say it again, I'm sorry.
Would I be able to tell that based on having been up in her room?
If it's like the same height
Mm-hmm.
area. You went up more, so you feel like it's close, but it's not exactly where they were on that pedestal there.
Mm-hmm.
On your
And is that
box seats.
Sorry. Is that object still there?
You can't see it. There is a a overhang.
Gotcha. It's not like hanging off the overhang. It's on the overhang.
Exactly. The thing that landed above you, the 100 or so feet above you, is on its own platform. So you can't see it. But you know, Mike told you that's there.
Well, Stage Fright said he's going to find us somewhere to stay. I do not particularly want any of us to stay a night here. I don't think that there is anything to be gained from sleeping in a witch's den. Also, Charm is here, by the way. And she said that Bavlorna and Scabatha are coming. So we may need to act as quickly as possible because we cannot take them on all 3.
My friends, do you think you know how to fly Charm's balloon?
No, but I think that I can talk Charm into flying us in her balloon.
But she seemed to be in league with the Ags.
She is in league with herself from what I've seen, but sometimes herself seems to benefit from the hags. She saw us fight Bavlorna and easily could have very quickly dispatched us with her on Bavlorna's side. We all would have fallen. She chose not to. She simply walked out.
But
I imagine her goals there were for something else, and now we know that she regularly deals with all of them.
But how did you fight this Babylona? She is still alive. You are still alive. What happened?
We made a deal.
What deal? You deal with these Ags?
For our lives, yes. We lost one and made a deal to save the rest.
And I can actually complete the deal. I have the painting.
Which is actually what brings me to my next point. If we kill Endelyn, Scabatha and Bavlorna will be on their way. We have stolen something from Scabatha for Bavlorna. The easiest way to kill a hag is to make someone else do it. So why don't we make the cags kill each other? Or at the very least, not help each other.
I do not think the Ag sisters will kill each other over a painting. They are sisters. They must be awful to each other all the time. They are Ags.
Very possibly, but hags covet power. If we kill their sister, there will be a power vacuum. They will have to fight for it, and if they know that we just stole something for one from the other, perhaps that will create even more discord. And if that doesn't work, we could always try the other thing.
So if we approach Bavlorna, if she's here as old friends and say we did the job here, aren't you proud of us? You think she might fight her sister, or her sister might fight her for it?
I think that if we show her that painting, as long as Scabatha is in the room, that it may create discord between them, as long as Endelyn is already dead. If Endelyn is alive still, I do not think that will work.
So, the conversation is going to get interrupted. Down below on the stage, you can hear unhand me! Let me go! And you look down and you can see Glister, the other twin of Gleam, being carried by Darklings, not Charm, Trinket, or Bauble, other Darklings, away from the stage towards the stairwell in the lobby area that you were at. And you see some other Darklings carrying Gleam, and she is not fighting back. She's sobbing and crying, much to show their personalities, one more the outspoken, the other shy. They're bringing the two of them through, and they're keeping them at a distance. The ones holding Gleam are standing farther away. The ones holding Glister are kind of moving rather quickly away into the library area.
They're carrying them into separate directions?
Sort of. One is kind of staying a little behind on the stage with Gleam. The two Darklings are staying behind. Some Goblins are also accompanying. And then you see the two Darklings heading towards the library area where you were trying to go up the stairs. So they're carrying Gleam that way.
Oh no. My friends, we must interfere immediately. And I'm going to run down the stairs towards
This is our chance. Amador, they are a part of our weapon. They are how we kill Endelyn.
What are you talking about? We must help them.
Yes, we must help them by killing Endelyn with their help. They are the thing that she fears. They're only bringing one up the stairs, you said?
Yeah, they seem like they're keeping them separated. Gleam is on the stage and being kind of carried towards the library area, but staying further behind. Glister is already now at this point past the library area, probably heading up the stairs. You probably can't see that. You probably just hear the shouts over the lightning.
Coming towards us.
Thunder.
They're going to the other stairs that we...
Yeah, technically you're all... I didn't move tokens or anything like that. We're not on the stage. Mm-hmm. We're not on that screen. But you're all on the balcony talking to each other. Siggy went back to the balcony. You met Oscar back there.
Has Lemon returned?
Lemon has not returned yet. No.
Okay.
But you do hear footsteps approaching up the stairs. And I don't know why I've looked everywhere in Roll20. It just doesn't exist. It just doesn't exist. The picture that I want to show you here. So my only thought is that I could perhaps copy and paste this picture. save the image and just kind of throw it into Roll20. I know it's not like the best way to do things, but I don't know how else to get this picture to you. So, and I want to show you, so I'm gonna do it. Hopefully it works. Did it just not work? It totally just not work.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Okay, great.
You can upload it as a token and then pull the token on the map.
Let me just try it one more time again, and see if I could. So at the very, you know what I'll do? I'm gonna, because you're watching the screen, right? You can see the player view. All right, here. This might work. I know it's not the best because you're seeing the full screen, our whole overlay, but
yeah,
this person who you actually met down below in the under the stage area. This was the woman who had her dress being attended to by a goblin tailor. Do you remember her? It was a brief meeting, but she seemed to be instructing the goblins.
It was. She had a stage name, right? She was one of the actresses.
Charme. Yeah. Anyway, Charme is there. She's approaching you. Now I'm going to take this off because we don't need Charme there, but Charme approaches you and says, well, seems like there's more to you all than meets the eye. We have really barely spoken to each other. Again, my name is Charme. It seems as though your friend, Gleam, who was somehow waiting down below in the basement, which I don't know how it was possible that I didn't find them. Glister came down looking for her, and, well, let's say I was able to spot this troublemaker in her act, and I have questions for you. First question is, why are you really here? It's not to see a show.
What are you going? What are you doing with Glister? You ag.
A hag. I've been called many things in my life. Hag is not one of them.
That's actually fair. It's a good correction to make. You're not a hag. A hag would be a compliment. Hags have extreme power, influence, and control. You are merely a two-bit actress that has goblins tending to her tailoring.
Damn.
Boomy, the hype monarch.
Damn.
Yeah, what he said.
I cast vicious mockery at a 5th level.
So she says to you, acting is the least of my priorities. I'll let you know that.
That's probably for the best.
But I have a question for you, because I don't think you understand exactly my true intentions. Like I said, we had barely met. I feel like I know exactly why you're here.
And why is that? If you have all the answers, why do you need to ask questions?
I'm going to pull my rapier out at this point and tell her, what is happening to Glister? You tell me right now. I will attack you.
Well, she's being taken to a prison cell, of course.
For what end?
To what end? Funny you say that. Endelyn does not want Glister and Gleam anywhere near each other. In fact, that's why Gleam was removed from Motherhorn.
So there will be no immediate danger.
I have a feeling at this point she'll probably execute both of them.
When will this happen?
Endelyn just arrived. She arrived here on her ornithopter. I'm not sure if you saw it flying through the sky.
Where did she go? Was she not here before?
She had went to pick up her sisters, who were supposed to visit for some sort of a sisterly powwow.
So they're all here now?
They're all here now, yes. They just arrived. But I think there's a little bit more we have to discuss. You see, I am not really Charme.
No.
Well, that's my stage name, but I once was part of a group called the League of Malevolence. Have you ever heard of it?
Yes.
Have? Yes.
You have.
Moliver told us about this league.
Molliver sent you, huh?
No, he did not send us. We had know of him.
Well, Molliver and I go way back. Way back. But,
Really? You don't look a day over 40.
well, we go way back. But mostly as adversaries. I quit the League.
And?
Well, my life has gone so well that I'm here, pretending to be a, as you said, 2-bit actress.
Well, if that's really the role that you've been playing, I apologize because you have been doing a great job of playing a 2-bit actress.
Yes. You see, let's put it this way. There are things in this place, very powerful magical contraptions. One day, I was able to see the future. It was revealed to me that a group like you, perhaps, would be coming here. Endelyn seems to confide in me in certain things. I've proven myself to be good. I usually gain a little bit of freedom around here compared to most people. But I'm rather tired of this lifestyle. I just want to live the rest of my life in peace. The League, though, were I not here under the protection of the hag and this disguise, they would probably want me dead. So I'm looking to perhaps strike some sort of a deal with you.
And what could you have to offer?
Well, I like I said, I think I know why you're here. As I said, you said Molliver sent you, so you're working for Valor's Call. Is that correct?
No.
Well,
No, you are wrong.
how do you know Molliver?
We know Molliver. We do not work for Molliver.
You're headed to the palace, correct?
Eventually.
So I'm not far off. Whether you're going to the palace for whatever reason or it's because you're helping Valor's Call, I have some insight. And I would be willing to trade that insight to the palace for your promise that you will be dealing with the League.
Oh, we just lost Dasha.
Yeah, she
Uh-oh.
mentioned her
She's-
internet
Yeah,
was cutting in and out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're almost at the end here, so if she comes back on, great. We'll have her come back in. But until then, we'll continue this conversation. So, what do you think?
think-
We have a deal?
How about this?
Why would you deal with this woman who betrayed Glean and Glimmer? Oh no, I too believe that you should go to the palace. I was making that suggestion merely 1 minute ago.
I agree. Someone who betrays those that are vulnerable is not to be trusted. However, someone who is vulnerable, well, there's a certain level of trust that we can have there, and you seem to be quite vulnerable right now, Charmaine. You say you want to lead a peaceful life. Fine. That's fine. But peace cannot happen yet.
Look at Andrew. The Zoom screens are all thrown off.
just saw in the corner of my.
Well, let's put it this way. Charme says that we can have more conversations later, but I have to run. If I'm seen consorting with you for too long, it may seem suspicious. I'll be in touch. When you want to talk deals, we'll make one.
we're going to need more immediate things other than the League of Malevolence. That is a tomorrow problem. We need a today solution.
I'll do what I can. She looks around and you hear like some chatter going on downstairs. Everyone's talking in hushed tones. Endelyn clearly has arrived. She's coming back. Dasha's here now. Let's see. She's gonna throw the Zoom screens off here. We're all gonna be the wrong Zoom screen, but you all be good. Yeah, there we go. So we got Randall's and yeah, it's all through, but that's okay. That's gonna do it for us.
Sorry, guys, my internet cut out.
That's okay, Dasha. You just missed
I'm
it.
back.
But basically, Charmaine wants to do some sort of deal with you, and
Okay.
Randall has been saying we might need some help right now. As Endelyn strides herself onto center stage, Charmaine will wave her hand, do some sort of somatic component, and disappear. And Endelyn says, "Where are my esteemed guests?" And we'll see you next week on Tabletop Bob. I'm excited. Endelyn has arrived. She is in the building. We'll see what she has to say in 1 week.
Just so we know, were Vevlorna and Scavitha down there with her?
They're not, but
Okay.
I think you can sense their presence.
Maybe
A
they
presence
can
you
watch
haven't
her
felt
sister.
since. We'll see.
Maybe they can
Have a-
watch their sister die.
Maybe.
Cool.
Maybe. Have a great night, everybody. We will see you on the tabletop. Bye.
Bye,
Night,
everybody.
Good night, everyone.